Okay, we ready? Not sure if we established that.
I've been waiting for you to just interrupt us at any time like you do.
I'm not sure that we have a say in this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 1985's version of That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. We can still see our... Anyway.
Yeah.
We found out it's syphilus, not syphil-you.
Correct. Yeah.
Hopefully that's going to be in the outtakes. Otherwise, that's going to be really confusing to know.
Yeah, we put the us.
If this is your first episode, welcome.
Yeah.
I'm Ted. He's Damon.
And syphilis means affection. So. From
It
the 80s.
means affection.
Now they have to listen to that.
Now we have to play the extras. So anyway, hey, I had a thought this way. I'm going to just jump right into my thought because you threw me off with the whole us. But anyway.
All right, Damon's going to bring you a thought, everybody.
So the new craze is pickleball. I mean, like everybody on the face of the earth.
Well, it's weird is how it's gotten to the point where it's the new craze because it's hit the mainstream.
Yeah.
Where people that
It's been around though, right?
it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But now people that have never heard of it are like, what's all this pickleball people are talking about?
Yeah.
People are talking about this pickleball.
So I think if you put two words in front of it, I would be 100% down.
Cream cheese?
Deep fried. Deep
I
fried.
was so close.
Deep fried pickle ball.
Because I guarantee if you put cream cheese and that like budding beef around it,
Ooh.
you eat it.
Oh, yeah. What's all that racket? No, he ate my racket. He ate my. I saw that. So it's kind of like a between ping pong and tennis.
Yeah, it's kind of like if badminton, tennis, and ping pong all were like, you got some leftover parts.
Yeah.
And pickles.
Yeah. But I noticed, I guess there's a lot of people getting hurt doing it because.
Well, I think it's because people think it's not as intense as tennis or anything.
Yeah.
And so they go in there to do it, and they're like, they realize they're not as limber as they might have assumed they were, or they didn't think it'd be as much effort.
Well, so I'm in the late area of the 40s.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah. And in knowing that, I don't feel that, like people go, oh, I can't play tennis, so I'll play pickleball. No, if you're not really almost in tennis shape, you probably shouldn't really play pickleball. I realize the court's smaller, but you're still moving, reaction.
You're just interested because there's a part of the court called the kitchen.
See, that's what I'm saying. Deep fried pickles, kitchen.
Also,
I'm all good.
Gotta back up and say, I don't know if I can do the lates because I can't do 7, 8, 9 without 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
So that's how it's going to go from now on?
I think it might be. Just warning people.
I got you.
I'm knocking on 7's door.
Yeah, but when I'm going to tell you right now, I hate Guns N' Roses. So anyway, that's personal. That's personal.
By the way, that was Paul McCartney originally, but you can hate Guns N' Roses. If you want.
I hate him for ruining Paul McCartney's song. But anyway,
fair enough.
Anyway, I just think like when I show up to play deep fried pickleball and I have my air fryer, they're gonna be like, "Where's your racket?" Ooh,
no one told me the rules.
Ooh,
I went by context only.
I noticed you're still wearing a headband and wristbands. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sweat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work up a sweat. I guarantee you.
Competitive air frying.
Competitive air frying. I don't preheat. That's where I get a head start.
What do you got, a Ninja? That's not even going to make it in this court.
It's not legal. They're taking all the measurements. Sir, this is an 8-quart one. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have 8 quarts. This is 8.2 quarts.
What's the wattage on that? You need a 220 outlet for that? That can't be.
It's like the NASCAR tech team afterwards.
That can't be residential.
Yeah, 220. Yeah.
Speaking of which.
You have plutonium? What are you going to power that thing with?
I need it for the 1.21 gigawatts, Marty. Great Scott.
So speaking of which, what?
At work this week.
Yeah.
First off, guy shows up with a truck to move the safe, and I'm like, what are you, some sort of, no one likes a bragger.
Yeah. Dude, I've seen it done with a cart.
Yeah.
And a Civic.
I've seen a guy done it by hand, pushing it on the street with a Civic and a cart, right?
Yeah, you're not going to impress me.
I assume it was a Civic. As we said, it was incognito mode because they painted over all the badging.
Stealth.
With hand brushes and house paint.
It's hard to do that.
I say to the electrician, hey, I need specific, yeah, there he is.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, Brian has a gig later. He does not have duplicate equipment. So he informed us, which you might hear during the extras, that he's going to be taking down some of his equipment and packing it up during our show.
That was actually a foot wedge custom pen that went flying through the air.
Ah, Foot Wedge Custom Pins, a sponsor.
It held up, let me tell you.
Please check out his website, Foot Wedge Custom Pens.
Hey, you want to
Just
drop...
so you know, a foot wedge is how you cheat in golf.
Yeah, correct. But if you'd like to drop any other sponsors for our show, you're more than welcome to throw stuff around. So anyway, the guy has a safe moved, and more than
Well,
likely it's going to be interrupted.
No, I'm talking to the electrician. I said,
Yeah.
hey, I need the specialty equipment here, and here. And I was telling people earlier, I'm like, well, these outlets aren't right. And the people who work there were like, well, the electrician checked them out a couple weeks ago. He walked around individually, looked at everything. I'm like, that's great. But he didn't change where we're moving to. He might have looked at what you have existing, but the old
the
ones,
location.
Yeah.
So it's the location that's wrong.
No, it's not the location. These things need 220.
Oh,
Need
okay.
30 amp.
Oh.
Like they're heavy duty.
221, whatever it takes.
Right.
Okay.
I got 110, 111, whatever it takes.
Yeah, right.
And then I look at the plan and it's one circuit. It's not like each one of these outlets on my back wall are different
So
circuit.
not even an option for 220.
Right.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so I tell him that he does. He's like, okay. He goes over, he comes over, he's like, this might be more of an issue than I have. He's trying to explain to me, like, I don't know what's going to happen. And I was like, your concern is that it's all one circuit and just putting one in is going to set the place on fire. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, we don't even have a 30 amp breaker in the box. I'm like, not my problem. That's a you problem.
Right.
I need you to go fix this.
Yeah. Can you fix your problems and report back to me?
I was told that you went around and looked at all this stuff previously and had checked it out and said everything was fine. So I'm not sure if you know what you're doing. That you look like it's literally something that you would plug into a nuclear reactor. It's got a huge plug, wide, fat, pins on it.
Yeah.
The pins are bigger than the regular outlet itself.
Oh, it's probably like plugging in a welder.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He comes over and he's like, they don't want me to do it until we get approval. I'm like, I'm giving you approval right now. I don't care. Change order. You need to,
Yeah.
you need to charge my company, whatever you do whatever you got to do.
Authorization has been issued.
I don't think you understand. Like, they're not going to not move tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment equivalent over a few $100 to write you a check to make the power work. Oh, I don't know. I gotta get approval. They're not going to let me do it. Fine. I'm not mad at you. Totally. That's fine. I understand you report to someone. That's fine.
Yeah.
I guarantee I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a nice night. I don't tell anyone that because we're in the middle of stuff. I don't want people to slow down. Now they're freaking out. What are we going to do?
Right.
2 hours later, the person that is going to be running this place after I leave comes over and is like, hey, when's the electrician coming back? I'm like, oh, that's the neat part. He's not.
Yeah. Hey, spoiler alert.
Look on the face. Just boom. Like, oh, yeah, you didn't need that information 2 hours ago. You don't need it now. You don't need it 3 days from now. I'm handling that. You know how you come up to me and ask me what garbage can should sit over here in the corner?
Yeah.
That's the level of questions you're asking me. Do you think I think that you need to know about the electrician ducking out on us 2 hours before the project? You don't need to know that.
Right.
Move on with your life.
Yeah. You know what? He took a personal day.
Well, when's the electrician coming back? He's not.
Yeah, he's not. And granted, I probably should have said spoiler alert.
Now,
sorry.
You're talking about not being spry enough to play pickleball and everything.
Yeah.
I kept going out and be like, hey, guys, you cannot stuff the dumpster higher than the top of the dumpster.
That's science.
It is not like a banana split where you get to the top of the boat and then you put your whipped cream and your cherries on top.
Right.
The level of the dumpster is as high as the garbage can go.
Yeah.
Does everyone understand that? Yes. Cut to me 2 hours later walking out and literally seeing,
Jenga?
Not even Jenga. It's literally like they've dumped an entire ski mountain into the so I crawl up for the fourth time that day and use all of my entire girth to push this down and jump around and like jump up and get down.
Nice.
Walk out, come back out. They had now thrown garbage cans on top, so now there's empty garbage cans sitting on top. And I was like, hey, you just want me to have a stroke, don't you? That's where we're at.
What's funny is they're inside going, I was gonna go see the cans. We put the cans out there.
We put the empty cans.
Yeah.
The cans that
who got the safe on top of the dumpster?
You see that guy just with his Home Depot cart, just like I need 5
minutes. I pushed it all the way over here.
They're putting in new bathroom door handle locks in it. I said, look, we found this out. I found this out on my 5th project ago, and I've told everyone since then. Please, everyone, listen to me. If you just push in the lock, it'll pop when you open it. If you push it in turn, it will not pop. The door shuts behind you. We'll need a key to reopen it. And so we get locked in the bathroom. Like, no. Have you guys ever used a door before?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten locked inside someplace where you control the side of the lock you're on?
Right. You ever lock your keys in the car while you're in it?
Basically, that's what they're asking.
That doesn't happen.
That's what they're asking.
It doesn't happen. Yeah.
Cut to 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later. Hey, Ted, we can't get in the bathroom because it's locked.
Did you show your surprise face?
I said, which one of you guys went in and twisted it? Oh, we're not supposed to twist it? You were the one standing next to me when I said it. Okay, so I bring up the bathroom thing because this is the important part. Now, I keep telling people when my flight, when's your flight? Later. When is your flight? Later. Because I don't want people thinking, oh,
We have till this time.
I know exactly how long it takes for me to get to the airport. That's how long it takes for Ted to get to the airport. Now, mind you, he has to return a rental car. He has to fill up the rental car with gas.
Ted doesn't live here. He's
Ted
going to think he's in
live here.
Ohio,
Right.
and he's somewhere else. Right. Yeah.
This is the same airport this happened.
Yeah, so you take that into consideration.
Yeah, Ted's going to get panicked that he's in Iowa for some reason when he's been in Nebraska for the last 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to the bathroom one last time because I'm 2 hours past when I mentally wanted to leave.
Yeah.
They kept asking questions. They're like, okay, I'm just going to run into the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I do my business, which was a stand-up job.
Right.
Just aim and point.
Gotcha.
I'm washing my hands.
Quality stand-up job.
So all of a sudden I hear this toilet start to gurgle. I used to be a plumber. I don't know if you know what that means. This is what's coming next.
Yeah.
Someone else's business and paperwork reappears from below the depths.
Nice.
And I don't know what they had done, but they had enough paperwork for at least 9 visits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now I'm in a dilemma where, like, do I just push and twist and leave and let them find that out later?
Yeah.
Or what do I do?
Yeah.
Luckily, it just comes to the level of the bowl. Right? So
then why didn't you just jump on it like you did?
Right.
You did on the dumpster.
I only have one shoe. The other one's in the dumpster.
In the dumpster.
I got to use this one.
Yeah.
So I do. I push and twist, and I go out, and I'm like, hey, I just locked the men's room. You need to call a plumber. And they're like, oh, so it's the men's room too.
2?
Brian, Matt caught it from the other room.
Yeah.
Matt caught it from the. I go, excuse me? Like, oh yeah, the women's room's been backed up for a couple hours. I'm like, were you waiting for a bulk deal?
Yeah.
Have you called a plumber? No, we haven't. Well, who are you thinking to fix that? And they just look at me. I'm like, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
That is not me.
No.
I'm
You're like, I know a guy. You go,
yeah.
hey, Damon, are you busy?
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'll
Yeah.
be like, what?
Hey,
Yeah, no,
hey,
I could be there.
Can you check out my mom's house? Yeah. Okay, on the way. Can you swing by? Can you swing by Omaha? Because I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah.
Tried to leave 4 hours ago.
Yeah. But no, that's I would have left it.
Not even panicked.
I would have never said boo. I'd have been like, you know what? Everything I went through, this shit's on you. It's right here. It's all you.
I literally picked up the entire team and the entire marathon runners, pulled them across the finish line just for them to be like, oh yeah, Porter John's out.
Yeah.
And we previously knew that.
Yeah, I'm going to go in a neighbor's yard that I don't know, and I think that'll be okay. But
2.
Yeah.
Women's room was out 2.
2, yeah. Was there a 2 in there? Is there 2 men's rooms?
Did I hear a 9er?
Yeah. Were you calling from a walkie-talkie? But no, I don't miss being the head of anything because I don't like that. So I don't miss any of that at all. And you know what? Like the only thing I'm really the head of, and I don't think I am even in the household. We'll see. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is
you've got the biggest head in the house.
Yeah, but I don't have to deal with that kind of lack of logic in my house. I can't believe that you go where there's grown adults, and I can because I've been there. So I understand, but it's just so funny how when you turn around, you're like, okay, do you have in on one hand and out on the other? Cause you're breathing.
Well,
who's walking you through that?
I think it's a really thin piece of ice. Once you crack through and be like, I can just take any question I have to this guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Suddenly all questions are like, I don't even care. I'm just going to ask this guy.
I don't have to think.
Yeah.
He does it. Yeah. But no, that's exactly, I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know.
I've never seen a toilet go.
Oh yeah. Well, there's nothing good coming.
And all of a sudden, stuff returned. I'm like, I didn't know these went both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I don't have a receipt. Keep it. I cannot return this.
I'm in my mid 40s and I've never seen something come back. I mean,
yeah.
When you're doing your own thing, but I'm saying like someone else's stuff. Just hey, been hiding down here, just waiting for you.
Hey ho, what's up? Yeah.
We've been waiting for you. Come and flush down our bowl.
So the stupidity I've been dealing with, okay, realistically.
Where the nuggets are his and his and hers.
See, now, he was good. I miss him. He was good.
For those of you listening now, we're talking about comedian John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Go with your story.
No, the stupidity that I deal with now, currently, is the whole Facebook thing where they're trying again. It's that time of year again where they're trying to guess my friends and who I want to see their feed. So every day, it's like, You get a notification. I'm like, why do I have a notification? I haven't posted anything in a while. Who likes something from back when? You go on there like, so-and-so posted. You're like, I didn't know I was friends with so-and-so.
Yeah. Or
how did they make the list?
Or freshman while you were a senior in high school is on Facebook.
Correct.
You might know them.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, that's why is that happening?
Yeah.
You might know this guy. Yeah.
This person went to your elementary school 42 years after you did. You might know them.
But
what are they, 3 now? Like, I don't.
But my point is you're looking at all these. When you go on social media now, you see a bunch of ads. You don't see a lot of feeds of people and this and that, and it's kind of weird because the algorithms. And again, that's just what happens. But the fact of the matter is for you to show me people that there's maybe 25 people I really would like to see everything they put up. Okay, and I may be being generous. I don't know, but a lot of people do interest me.
Do I know these women?
Yeah, they're from a Russian site, and but anyway, they're from the Ukraine. But my point is that I don't want them to keep guessing and telling me this is what you should see. You don't know what I should see. Okay. Same thing when you're scrolling with one hand and you're scrolling the phone. I hate when you accidentally hit an ad. Then it's like, cool. Now I get 75 of these ads coming.
You've shown interest in this activity.
Yeah. You apparently are into this. No, I'm not. I have fat thumbs and I'm lazy and don't hold the phone with the other hand. That's what happens.
You know what I love is that I bring my phone into this room and you'll ask Macintosh over there about some sort of equipment or program.
Yeah.
And suddenly I want to buy.
Yes, exactly.
Editing equipment or tripods or.
Yeah. So again, that's the stupidity I'm dealing with. Other than that, I'll be honest with you. I'm stress-free, bro. I'm stress-free. So you go ahead and enjoy your little, stroke fest every week. And,
I'm home now.
So is this therapy for you? Is that coming in here and hanging out with me? This makes you feel good, right?
No, this is worse than therapy. Every time at least you got the weekend to look forward to. No, not really.
What do? I record a podcast. That sounds great. No.
I look forward to past noon on Saturday.
That's a fun fact. Now let's do some more fun facts.
I tell people, I got to get home. I got to record a podcast. Will you record a podcast? What is it? And I'm like, I don't solve people's problems on there, just so you know. Like, you could come listen to it. I would appreciate it. Like, follow, subscribe, buy our merch, do whatever you want to do. But just so you know, you can't come on and ask questions about,
Is it? Yeah. What's the number? Can I call in?
Where should I hang this poster? I don't care or no. I don't.
So, hey, my first fun fact.
Can I put this in the dumpster? No.
You're going to like this because it's going to be exactly what you were working with all week.
Oh, like when I went into the dumpster and found out someone put a pallet in sideways, so there's 48 cubic feet of room, but it's below a pallet I can't move? Go ahead, please. But I'm not stressed at all.
During the late 1800s, a baboon was employed by the railroad as a signalman. Okay? He never once made a mistake and worked for the railroad until his death. So what I'm telling you is the baboon probably would not have overfilled the dumpster.
Yeah.
Okay? He might have backed up the toilet. You never know. You never know. Okay, I'm not going to say
back
he would.
then it was just like a hole in the ground.
Yeah, and he probably was going to fling it at somebody anyway. He probably didn't even go in the hole. But the fact that he was employed by the railroad, so he was a signalman. He was switching stuff. He would literally see a locomotive coming. I'm going to say locomotion, like I'm doing the dance.
Come on, everybody. Yeah.
But he could see a locomotive coming, and he could switch the tracks, and no trains ever collided with each other. And you got guys that don't understand not to throw stuff in the dumpster.
Yeah. Hey, if we can see it, if we're down here and we can see it above the dumpster, you've gone too high.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I do like, though, because I was on a lot of job sites when I was younger, doing the plumbing thing, and the dumpster guy would come and they'd have it overfilled. All he'd do is pick that thing up. Everything would fall off the top because that's what you have to remember. They have to transport it back.
Right.
So they roll their screen over it so nothing flies out. They don't roll their screen over it 18 feet in the air.
Yeah. That's
not how it works. So, and it's funny then the guys who come back, they're like, I paid for the dumpster. It's like, you paid for the dumpster. You used about an extra third of a dumpster. Right. So you get to pick this stuff up now. You might want to start a fire. You might want to start burning. But the fact that the baboon in the 1800s, so I got to think, there probably wasn't a whole lot of train activity, right?
I ask you, is this back to when those two cars collided and we're like, how many roads?
Yeah.
It was just one road?
Yeah. This guy.
It was just two trains?
Yeah. So basically the monkey didn't get hit by a train. Yeah. That's how it says till his death. Maybe his death was like day 2. He got hit by a train.
Did you see there's just you said it was an orangutan?
Yeah.
Just sitting in a saloon somewhere, and they're like, yeah, we got a job down the railroad so dumb even a monkey can do it. And the orangutan just like, huh?
He calls his wife, honey, I got work. Please don't leave. He's talking to her.
You told me to go into the saloon every day. Well, didn't solve anything.
Yeah.
I just got a job.
False.
I And I'm going to do it perfectly till my death.
But that's what's funny. How do we know he didn't die on day 2?
Yeah, right.
Never made a mistake. Till his death.
I don't want to say this much, so don't continue this trend, but you make a very good point. They don't say...
You're going to need to cut that. Timestamp. Cut that out. Yeah, we need that on the board.
No,
we're going to need that on the board.
I mean, cut it out.
That's a drop. That's a new drop.
Yeah. Cut it. That is a good point, because it doesn't say he performed that job well for the next 2 decades.
It doesn't say he lived to be, 74.
Until his death. What if he made a mistake on the second switch?
Right. How'd he die? Hit by train.
Yeah, hit by train.
Ironically, hit by train. Yeah.
Now, do we count that as he made a mistake while he was alive, or we count that he didn't make a mistake until his death? Give him some credit.
Hey,
he was
guy worked hard for the last 3.5 hours. Come on, man. We've only had one train in 3.5 hours. We know, but he was, man, that guy was on it. He was so on it.
One of my coworkers we were at a call yesterday, and he's like, well, I'll get to it in a minute, but I'll have to wait till I get there because I'm on a train. No one says anything. That's fine. Okay. And then later on, he's like,
that's not a hard out, though.
No. Well, later on, he's like, I just passed this. It's still another 90 minutes to my destination. And I typed in the chat. I was like, well, you travel in the 1800s, you get what you get. And then on the call, they're like, hey, by the way, we're postponing that project. And he's like, and here I am rushing to so-and-so. And I just put in quotes, rushing.
Rushing, right. Tell Jesse James I said hi. Yeah.
Don't take the slowest method of transit we have and then complain it's going to be a while till you get there.
Hide your pocket watch in your boot. Okay? You don't want to give that up.
I could have driven, but I'm walking, and it's going to be another 4 hours till I get there.
Carriage at this rate.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming.
So here's my second fun fact, and I don't understand this one. Honey never spoils. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Because they've found some from like thousands
That's what
of
it
years
is.
ago.
In ancient Egypt tombs, they're over 3,000 years old, honey, and it's still perfectly edible. How do they know that?
There's got to be one guy that was like, oh, I'll try
it. Give it to Mikey. He eats anything. Right. But the realistic side of it is, first off, you find it.
How do you know it's honey, first off? How do you know it's just on some sort of sticky goo?
Right. Right. The Pharaoh's tomb was leaking. This is actually just body goo. You know what I mean? What do you have?
It smells kind of sweet. Anyone else in the mood for Cheerios?
Right. Again, two sides of this. Why would you let somebody partake in something that's 3,000 years old that you want to preserve? Because now it's gone.
Right.
It's in Phil. Okay. Phil ate some.
I like how your concept of food is, well, I'm assuming you just ate it all, right? He didn't just try it. He must have consumed it, correct?
The guy's got a toaster and a 10,000-foot extension cord. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm gonna put that on some toast.
You guys got 110 in here?
Yeah.
What did they put in the pyramids?
I'm gonna need approval. Need approval to put that 110 in.
I'm gonna need a change order. I can't.
Yeah, I just can't.
It's not on the plan.
I just can't do that.
CDs do not show.
I'll be out back stomping on the dumpster if you need me.
The pyramid CDs do not show 110 in this.
So, but again, I did think that like they just ate it. Yeah,
the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Was I supposed to share? That'd be my whole thing.
Yeah, they turn around, they turn back. You're just sitting there with that wooden like spoon thing, like just doing the last twist. Wait, I wasn't.
Was this for everybody? I didn't.
I'm sorry. I thought this wasn't my portion.
That's not supposed to be out. They hit it for 3,000 years.
Yeah, the mummy just comes out and is like, just scoops it back up.
That's not supposed to be out. That one's supposed to be out.
Yeah, but you're right. Who is the guy that tries that?
Yeah. Yeah. So is this another thing where scientists, they're like, listen, we'll pay you $100,000 to taste this.
Scientists spend $1.1 billion to find out honey is still edible.
Yeah. How? They fed it to Phil. How do you prove it's honey? We don't know. It's all in Phil now. We have no idea.
Well, what's the $1.1 billion? Well, the point one was the excursion, the getting there, the finding. The $1 billion was, what if we pay you $1?
Yeah.
How about $2? How about $100?
It's like buddies together. What's it going to take for you to do this?
$1 billion. Well, we're scientists. We can get our hands on that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We can get that funded. We got grants. All right. Here's the. I got one more. I'm going to do. This one, we've talked about people that do this, but I've never heard of this woman. An Ohio woman named Susan Warren was arrested for breaking into random houses, cleaning them, then leaving a bill behind along with her contact information. We've heard of people going in the wrong apartment, cleaning it, you know what I mean? And being like, I played with your cat. I don't have a cat, and it's like, oh no, and then the other person calls, when are you going to clean my apartment?
Hey, Ralph, I'm not getting a lot of business. Susan, I got it. So I'm talking to the boys down at work. Guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. You need to get out there and really change it up. Change the paradigm. You need to get out there, clean houses.
Yeah.
Break into them.
Yeah.
Show them how great you are.
Yeah.
Leave a bill because don't do work for free.
Yeah.
Watch the money roll in.
Well, you know what you do too is you look at her. You got to force the sale. Okay. Listen, Susan, you got to force the sale. And she's like, okay, forcible entry.
Hey,
all good.
We're in the 2020s now. Foot in the door is no longer what you need. You need your whole self in the door.
Correct. With your vacuum.
For at least 4 to 5 hours before they even get home. Here's where my mind is. This is where I'm at today with my, overflowing toilet story and everything. I thought you were like cleaned the whole house and then just left a fresh fat deuce just right in the floor.
Yeah. Steamer, carpet,
and then
stain.
Then left.
Yeah.
Everything else is spotless and clean. So it like highlights the fact that there's a fat log sitting right on the floor.
See, what I would do, I would break in and I would make your house disgustingly more dirty. And then I would come and put a flyer in your door the next day and be like, I clean houses. You know what I mean? Cheap. I clean houses. And it's like, wait a minute. You're the same size as the imprint on our couch. Were you here for like 45 minutes just doing nothing? No.
What are they, like Prince Charming and Cinderella? They case the couch cushion up to people's butts? Nope. Let me see your butt. There it is.
We had a glass couch cushion. You have glass embedded in your beehole. We know.
And you're like, right, but that came in through the long way.
I ate that.
I ate it.
I ate that. That came from
That
sorbet.
came down through
Yeah. They said not one bite.
Yeah.
I did it.
Have you not heard of the recent wedding trend?
Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter.
I'd be like, he's a winner. We found the one that ate the glass, everybody.
I was not a winner. Just a quick follow up on the glass.
How'd that come out?
I believe, yeah. Yeah. I believe that I am relieved of all the glass that was in my body.
Like, if you have one of those knife poops,
yeah,
I could top that.
Yeah. I've never caught like say a javelin directly with my beehole, but I can tell you what it feels like.
Now I know why they discontinued jarts.
Damon, you're not supposed to catch them, and that's a weird way to play jarts. I don't even understand what you're doing. This ain't even funny.
Well, it is for me.
Yeah.
So what happened to old Susie Q? Did she get arrested, or what's the story?
It doesn't say. It just it's a fun fact that she would.
That's dangerous. Just to put it out there.
Yeah. First off, she gets in your house. How? I mean, I guess people can break windows or that, but how much is your cleaning? If I just broke your front door jamb to get in, okay? So you owe me $175 for cleaning. I owe you $400 for a new door jamb,
right?
And a carpenter to come out and put it in. So yeah, I just don't understand. Unless maybe your husband's a locksmith. He's like, we need to team up. We need to team up. You know what I mean? That's what you do. That's what you're doing. You're like, Bill, I can't believe your locksmith business is so well. Listen, I'm in these houses. They're dirty. I'll get you in. He's just making himself extra keys every time. He's cutting himself an extra key. Extra key. Boom. Right in. Here. This one's over there.
Yeah.
This one's over there.
He started the original way. Like as he's on his knees at the height of the door lock, looking in the room, and he's like, "Hey, your house real dirty. Wife Susan can clean that up for you."
Yeah.
Didn't go over well. Very offensive. Where now he's just like, "I'll just make a key. We'll get Susan in here."
Yeah. But then he started calling her Mary. So then when some lady named Susan left a note, it wasn't catch. It's like, wait a minute.
So anyway, wasn't Ralph's wife's name Susan?
So
suspicious.
Who's the guy that did the keys? He's got a Susan.
Yeah.
All right. So baboon might have died on day one. The honey, which again, I can picture somebody just doing that, just standing there. Oh,
did you want to preserve some of this?
No, not preserves. Honey. I hate the honey. Is there preserves? Are they strawberry?
Ironically, preserves spoil.
Really?
Yeah.
That is.
Well, I don't know. They've never found 3,000-year-old preserves in Egypt. So
and then they need Phil there to eat it. Hey, I have a butt Y today.
Don't forget, everyone, you can send in your own Bud Y and become, if that checks out, Bud Wiper.
Yes. Like Ed. So anyway, here's my butt Y. All right. See, I just threw it out of nowhere. I don't know. It's just a headline.
I assume Ed wipes his butt.
Yeah, I would think so.
What were we talking about?
So man arrested after hopping into alligator enclosure in Florida. Okay, couple things. But why? Okay.
Right.
But
Also,
the second thing.
There's so many alligators around in Florida not enclosed.
Right.
Just go see one of those.
Yeah, I feel like you're antagonizing the ones that are enclosed.
Right.
Nana nana boo boo. Here I am.
And I'm going to jump in.
Yeah. But the other thing is, why would you arrest the guy? Because see, this goes back to like when like when a bad guy holds up a bank and he gets shot by the cop and he's holding on for dear life and they save his life. Okay. So then they can put him on trial because he killed 3 people in there, and then he can go to prison for life, or they can give him the death sentence. It's like he was 32 seconds away from that already being done. Yeah. And as we found out before, once you die, it's over. It counts. Okay. But the fact of the matter is.
Yeah. Well, also, I leave him in there like, hey, we'll help you out. But we're going to arrest you as soon as we get you out of here.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do I stay? Do I go?
And again, we talked about it before. There is a thinning of the herd mentality. If this is what you choose to do, I don't think that other people need to risk their lives to get you out of that situation, because it's clear that you made a decision. Okay. It's very clear.
Throw it on a rope, and they just throw it on a rope connected to handcuffs.
It's a shoelace.
Slide that down.
And they're not even holding the other end. They just throw a shoelace at
throw it on
them.
a rope. Yeah, just throw it on the rope loose. Yeah. There you go.
What are you gonna play jump rope with those? Yeah. I don't think they can jump that high. I really don't. You're not gonna get 2 of them to twirl it.
They can roll.
Yeah,
but they're not gonna be able to twirl it.
You know what? Maybe they could twirl it if they're rolling.
That's true.
Maybe they could. You know what? My science now logic does not add up at all. This guy could play jump rope with those alligators. I guarantee it. But the fact of the matter is now you're getting arrested. Cool. What was your plan for jumping in there? Was it to get arrested? Then you know what? 100% success rate. You've nailed it.
Yeah. I'm gonna risk every limb I have for 3 hots and a cot.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You know what else you could do? You could break in and clean somebody's house.
Right.
Okay.
Leave a note for society.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave them a note. Okay.
Help someone else out.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do a good deed, and then they're going to feed you. Okay. But the fact of the matter is again, he's arrested after he hopped. He didn't fall in. He wasn't pushed in. He hopped in. Well, and I'll show you his picture. I don't really want to save that guy.
No.
He looks like nothing good's going to come after we saved him from the alligators. Okay.
Like he was doing us a favor.
Correct.
He looks like the first photo in a line of photos where they're like, this is what happens when you use meth.
Yeah.
And that's the first one. And the last one is, like he's got all the pock marks and missing the teeth and like the sunken eyes.
Yeah. So now we're going to do some headlines. All right. That's just a but why. Because again, why would you jump in? Why would you save him? There's really 2 but whys in that whole thing.
Now, if I'm this guy, I'm doing the hard sell of I fell in.
Yeah.
Fell in.
Yeah.
You got to save me.
10-foot razor wire fence.
That's,
you know what I mean?
What
yeah. How'd you get?
Well, okay, great. You fell in. What were you doing up here?
Yeah. Were you skydiving? Where's your parachute? You know, how did you fall in here?
Alligator ate it. Told him it was honey.
HIPAA. Can't ask.
Can't ask that.
Ooh, man, that guy's good. It's good. We're gonna save him. We're gonna save him right now. Are you alligator proof? No, we better get you out of there. We better get you out of there right now. So here's some headlines, and the first one, I could not wait to read this one.
Oh, one day when you learn how.
Yeah. I can wait because I don't know how. Grave containing 450 headless vampires discovered during roadworks.
Couple questions.
Yeah. Correct.
I guess I just got to hit the top one right off the. How do they know they're vampires?
They don't have the fangs or the heads.
Very true.
How do we know?
Yeah,
isn't the key part?
They aren't like the corpses aren't. They're going like blah blah.
Do they all have capes?
Right.
Maybe they're superheroes.
Yeah,
they might not be vampires. Right. You know.
Well, maybe they have that weird like red ascot and the white vest.
Yeah. Or they dug them up during the day and their arm bone went over their eyes. They're like, wait a minute.
That's each corpse has a cape with the arm like covering half the hole where the head would be.
Yeah. But 450. So here's the deal.
Wait. You know what's the tragedy of that?
Yeah.
When they had to bring Countdown to count him.
Oh, yeah.
1. 2. I love to count so much. Yeah. It's so sad.
He's not one of us. That's a different one. Yeah. But again, how do you, I have you from the neck down. Okay. Now, I think scientists can tell if you were male or female by your bone structure, size, your bones, density, whatever else. Okay. But they can't tell what teeth were in your head when your head's missing. Now, here's the best thing. I'm going to show you the picture. Tell me what's in the picture.
There's a head. The picture is literally of a skull.
And like some bones underneath it. I see it. But it says,
I noticed that vampires is in quotes as well.
Yeah. So why? What makes you think?
Hey, you know what? We get people to read this more. Let's just say it was vampires.
Yeah. And this doesn't say like Transylvania Post. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is written, but it's like, and again, you're doing road work. What are you digging up during the road?
Remember that one guy that found like a bunch of bowling balls
Yeah.
under his foundation?
Because they use it for filler.
Right, because he was up the street from the
Yep.
from the
From
factory.
the Brunswick factory.
Right.
Yep.
Where was this up the street from?
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose them as a sponsor, but we mentioned them earlier. Is it from the budding factory?
Correct. Right.
If we cut off the heads, they won't know this wasn't really beef.
Yeah.
They'll think it's vampires. Well, they're like, hey, Tony, the only way this could make sense is if there was vampires. That's how you kill vampires, right? Call the media. Let them know.
You skin them into thinly shaved beef. That's how you kill a vampire. But again, to know that a grave, last time headline, grave containing 450. Very impressive number as well.
Right.
Headless. When clearly the first
That's
picture is of a head.
That's a hell of a grave. Can you imagine, like, Ted Bundy or Dahmer, like, renting backhoes and stuff? Wait a minute.
Hey, here's what happened. They buried him standing up, and the backhoe went a little bit too low. The dozer on his way through. So they got a dirt pile full of nothing but noggins over here, right?
And they're like, why do we hire this guy? Well, his great-great-great-grandfather was able to switch trains his entire life without making a mistake. We thought this guy was good.
Wait a minute. You mean his grandfather lived until his death? Yeah. That's a good time to live till. That's a real good time to live till. But you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And that guy throws shit at me on lunch break. I really hate that. Listen, he's good. Okay.
We've talked about this, Carl.
Guy's good. Guy is good. He comes from a
Stop throwing.
Yeah. You take the good with the bad. All right. It's facts of life. That's what we do. All right. But again, they buried him standing up. The guy just comes in. He's just like a foot below grade. Boom. Takes them all off.
Having done that to Kool-Aid, I know it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever sat in a cloud of aerosol Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
No.
Just poof. Oh, yeah. You're like, I'm going to die to Kool-Aid.
Could you imagine, though, when he's like, hey, the dozer's broke. There's something lodged in the track. And you're like, is that vampire teeth?
Hey,
oh, my God. There's like, because what vampire teeth, what is there? Like 20 teeth in your head? 450 people? It's like, there's like 9,000 teeth right there.
Hey, guys, we're going to need a new grave. Not as deep this time, but just for the heads.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great if, like,
were you guys put in a pool?
That'd be great if, like, 20, like, let's say 3 miles east of that.
Yeah.
There's another headline. It was like, grave of bodiless werewolves found.
Yeah.
450.
Yeah. Boy, that's a weird number.
Wait a minute.
Do you only kill those beasts in groups of 450?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You say you got a grave of heads of werewolves, and we got a grave of body of headless vampires. Interesting. No correlation.
So there was 900.
Yeah, right. There
Total.
were 900 monsters here? That was a hell of a party. They did the mash.
And they found
Monster
They
mash.
found 2 bottles of Boone's Farm buried with. Oh my! These guys were partying. They knew how to do it. So here's my next.
Some MD.
Yeah.
2020.
Here's my next headline. Man who won lottery 14 times now lives an extremely remote life following years of controversy.
What was his controversies?
I don't know because it's a headline. Okay, but here's the deal.
Whoa.
Okay,
Is it that his face isn't focused?
I don't know. He's
He
wearing
looks like Vaseline Elvis Costello.
he's wearing the Hubble telescope on his eyes. So he's like, "Oh my God, is that Saturn?" Yeah, but
I think he can see the future. That's why he was able to pick the lottery winner.
but he won the lottery 14 times. Okay, here's the deal. I would live a remote life if I won the lottery 1 time. Okay, that's how I would do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take 14 times for me to be like, there's sure a lot of controversy over this.
You know that meme where that kid's giving the deuces peace sign and he just fades away?
Yeah,
Me immediately.
totally.
You would, everyone in this room and listening to my voice right now, you would never know what happened to me.
No.
I am out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gone.
That checks out. There's no doubt. But again, you're lucky enough. We'll say luck. I'm sure there's some kind of scam. That's probably where the controversy came. 14 times. Let's say it's say you won a $500,000 each time. And you know he probably did. It's probably,
That's how they caught those people. I think it was West Coast somewhere where they found out that there was if they had the loser tickets and you can like replay them in some sort of like replay lottery.
Yeah.
They found out mathematically that a certain higher percentage of those win. So they kept they like did it a couple like, don't tell anyone. So of course people told people.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't tell anyone. So now there's like a big group of people doing this, and finally the lottery was like, wait a minute. These people have won 778 times. Maybe they're on to something.
There's a controversy brewing.
Yeah. But you're right. If I had won that many times, I'd be like, let's just cut bait and run.
The problem is the guy's a slow learner because you win once and you go, okay, cool. Now here's the deal. Maybe I win once. Then if I win the second time, what I do, okay, is I go, hey, I tell my family, I never told you this, but I won the lottery. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay off your house, you know what I mean? And I still have all the second. I wouldn't even tell them about the second one, let alone 3 through 14.
What if the controversy is this guy's just won $5 14 times on scratchers? And the controversy is they're making a headline because of that. I won the lottery 14 times.
So it's the baboon dying on his first day type deal is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You want to know something?
It doesn't say what he won in the lottery. It just says he won the lottery.
Yeah, he did. He won. Yeah, you're right. Scratchers. And it's like, what'd you win? Free ticket. Yeah, he just keeps cashing them in.
I got my $2 back.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you spend it on? Another scratcher. Lost on that one.
Lost on that one. I'm a multiple lottery winner, But again, one time, Ted. One time. You don't see me. Yeah. You have no idea. Yeah. That checks out with blank and Ted.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to know?
I would erase myself from existence.
Yeah. You want to? Well, I'm saying.
I would go to everyone's house and pull the thread on all of their merch.
No. I'm saying when I win. I take my name off.
Yeah. No.
You get.
I don't know you.
Ted.
I've won the lottery. I'm out.
Yeah.
That checks out. Ampersand.
Yeah. That's right. With Mac. He just dropped shit for like 45 minutes and the microphone.
with a headless vampire scooting his butt across the carpet.
Yeah. Headless vampires and bodiless werewolves.
That'd be great because he'd still be out there like, you guys ready?
Yeah, you guys are.
Are we doing this?
I'm still getting a bill. I'm not even recording. I don't even understand. Why are you sending me a text?
I don't know if we've clarified if we're ready or not.
Yeah. All right, so here's my last one. All right. Chicken loose on subway tracks, halts service in Mexico City.
No, question.
And that's literally, I don't even have a picture. That's all I have.
I want to know if the chicken holds its wing up and is like, like actually halts it?
Yeah.
Or if they're like, wait a minute, who wants free chicken?
Yeah.
And you're right. It's a headline. Is it a live chicken? Is it a dead chicken? Is it a bucket of chicken from, KFC?
Well, Mexico City. So is that, I'm guessing, in Mexico?
Yes.
Okay.
You've cracked that case.
So where's
Colombo.
New Mexico City? Is that in New Mexico?
Did it say New Mexico? I wasn't.
No, it's Mexico City.
Where's New Mexico City?
Yeah. That's in New Mexico, right?
Probably Arizona.
Okay. But that's a solid joke. I like the way you just dropped that very cold and just walked away.
No problem.
That was
Didn't
good.
even sit on it.
Yeah, that was a mic drop. That was a solid one.
Just toss that and ran.
Yeah, that was a good one. But no, you're absolutely correct because we almost hit a deer on the way here. Okay. Right. I think I did hit a bird. You see the one bird that came down? I'm like, I had to hit that thing. Listen, I'm not even driving a train, man.
That'd be great if their trains are so subpar.
Yeah.
That a chicken just gets like squashed up under the wheel and it halts it.
Oh. Why do we have just loose chickens all around Mexico City? That's an act of terrorism. They're just dropping chickens.
The guy from Austin Powers driving it.
No. You know what it is? They make it out of cardboard. So that's what it is. The grease from the chicken makes the cardboard soft.
Or it's Mac's Mexican cousin.
Yeah.
Running the train. He's like, hold on, guys.
Hey, man.
I need it.
The look on your face. He stopped. He had so much to say. And I said that. And the look on his face.
Yeah, because we've been canceled.
Hey, man, clear the tracks, man.
Because we've been canceled. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone who has listened to our podcast.
See, it doesn't take a lottery to stop doing this.
It was nice if any of my Mexican cousins listen.
It was nice knowing
you. But again, so we'll do this word by word. Chicken loose. Okay, chicken loose. Doesn't say loose chicken, so chicken loose. All right. On subway tracks. So it's physically on the tracks. Okay. Halts service. That's the part I have a problem with. Any locomotive, and it's a subway, it's a train.
I get that it's a subway, and locomotives are different, but locomotives had cow catchers.
Yeah.
To push cows off the road. You're telling me a subway can't just plow through a chicken?
Couldn't they have like a chicken pounder? I mean, what do they want to call it? Like a quarter pounder? with cheese. I got a chicken pounder with. I'll have a chicken pounder with cheese.
In
a large fry.
In France, they call those Royale with cheese.
But
Because
But
they have
again-
the metric system.
and we don't have to get to the in Mexico City because it doesn't matter where it is. If it halts a subway system, it says not chickens.
Yeah, just
See? Chicken. You got to tell me you live in a world where a subway cannot plow through.
Can you imagine going
A
to work?
bird.
Why are you late? Well, chicken.
Yeah.
No. I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I totally understand. I get it. It was a chicken. I know. I'm just incredulous as you are. I have no idea why we had to stop the entire subway for a chicken. We plowed through that old man last week.
But the boss says, well, I have no remorse for that. But the boss looks at him and goes, there was a chicken on my train too. He goes, but was it loose?
Yeah. Was it contained?
Contained chicken is not a problem.
Yeah.
Subways contain chicken.
Was your chicken tied up with like a rooster next to it with a mustache and a hat, twirling it? I mean, I know this is going to be bad because the pun, and said, well, we are off the rails today.
I know, but we don't have any loose chicken in here because we're still off the rails. So, all right. All that said, what did we learn today, Ted? You want me to do it with my voice?
No.
Okay.
Well, today, everybody, we've learned that Ted can fit in a dumpster. That's the information he probably didn't want to give to Damon.
Hey, man, we're doing voices. So I learned 450 headless vampires, man. You know what I mean? Huh?
We learned today is the last episode of That Checks Out because Damon got us canceled.
I learned that I only need to win the lottery one time to be a memory to almost everyone.
I learned that I wish that Damon, for the first time in my life, I wish that Damon would win the lottery.
Every Christmas now. You gave me lottery tickets?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I learned that a baboon can run an entire train system.
I learned that a baboon can live until its death. I learned that now at the end of the podcast, we sum up everything we just said in the podcast.
So where can they find us, Ted? Maybe playing deep fried pickleball?
Thank you, because I was like, I don't remember what Damon said to start this episode. We've gone so far off the rails. We found out that if you're too old for tennis, you're probably too old for pickleball. You can find us at thatchecksout.net, all the socials of That Checks Out WDT. You can find us sometimes recording here, but we're not going to tell you when because we don't want to see you at Audio Hive Podcast Studio. Come in, talk to Mac.
Come on down.
Yeah, come in, talk to Mac. Do your own show. He has a really great studio here. He's changing it up every week. The table's in a different position. The chairs are new. The lights change every time. It's always hot and gross.
Hey, there are some consistencies, and the sound's not bad. Hot and gross, quality sound. All right? That's what we're going to go with.
That Checks Out has been a TCO Productions. Thank you to Mac for running the studio. There was no Jerry in Video Village this time. For Damon, I'm Ted. We'll catch you next time. That Checks Out.
Like a baby shower or something.
That sounds hot and gross, too.
He's doing what with the baby?
Take him down a super wash. You'll be done in minutes.
Yeah, just roll out the pet jet. It's good for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you back to the soft tones and sounds of 1985. Where did my G.I. Joe guy go?
What did you say in the car on the way here? It used to mean love. What did you say in your old-time radio voice?
Yeah.
Just say it so Mac has it totally out of context. Yeah, you can't say it now, can you?
Back in those days, syphilis meant love. It was a sign of affection. That's what it was. It was a sign of affection.
That's a sign of affection.
Hey, baby, why don't you come on over? I'll give you some of this Sif.
I don't even not believe you.
There's no I in team, but there is an us in syphilis.
It's not civil you, it's syphilis.
Syphilis.